In Australia, the woke left, big corporations and government are pushing for a new referendum, one they are calling The Voice.
My name is Big Mama Helen.
And they are pouring tens of millions of dollars into promoting it in major sports, advertisements, social media and the newspaper.
Learn the land, learn the history, use your voice. That is the NRL's call to action.
So what is The Voice? Well, they refuse to give any voters reliable information about it. They just won't tell us. But woke celebrities, sports stars and activists are telling us that we have to vote yes, otherwise we are racist. Even though nobody is making this a racial issue except for them.
Today should be a day of mourning. It should be the recognition of the first shot that was fired and the start of the war against our people.
This is ground zero, genocide. Ground zero happened here on 26th of January, 1788. Nobody should be celebrating it.
Essentially, they want to create a fifth column within the government where every single decision that's made by the government must be approved by this advisory board of so-called Aboriginals. Proponents of this bill are claiming that this is a much needed step forward to bring Australia together and to give the voice to the Indigenous people of Australia. The problem with that is, it's actually causing racial tensions and further unnecessary political division. Not only that, but the architects behind the Voice campaign are not even Aboriginal. Also, Aboriginals are already protected under the Australian Constitution as citizens, just like everybody else born in this country today. Nobody alive today who lives in Australia is better off than anyone else. So why is The Voice trying to change that?
From the start I said there was a trick to this voice. I mean, why would Labor actually want to put it in our Constitution? Because that's what the referendum later this year is going to be about. To actually get your permission to change our Constitution, which is the way we're governed, to include this voice. But from the start, you were told by the Prime Minister, don't worry, support this voice, it's going to be harmless, it's not going to have any power, it's just there to give advice.
It will simply be an advisory group that will be not above Parliament. Its advice doesn't have to be taken.
But also from the start, I said, you are being conned. If it's just advisory, why put it in the Constitution? And the answer seemed obvious, because that way you could give it real power with the help of activist judges in particular. You see, putting it in the Constitution, saying that this voice should advise, and not just Parliament, but the executive government, that's in Albanese's own words, also implies the government then has a legal duty to listen.
What is The Voice really after? They are after your land, and they want money. They want to be bribed every single time a decision is made politically, and they want exclusive rights and access to our resources. And to prevent you from doing anything outdoors, like going fishing, travelling, four-wheel driving or camping.
We've got our own jurisdiction of Terra Australis, of the United Sovereign Nations of Terra Australis. That's all the nations that are on Australia, falsely claimed as Australia.
All I want to say to the black brothers there, and anyone that we're fighting, any black man that stands with a white little like that, you can all get too.
How the did someone get in Parliament like you?
We've been oppressed all our life in this country, and you let this little dog.
The fact of the matter is, nobody alive today in Australia is living on stolen land, or has had their land stolen from them for racial reasons. Let's not change that. It didn't work for Zimbabwe, and it's not working so well for South Africa. Let's keep Australia sovereign, and if you don't know, just vote no.